Hey, what's going on, gym owners? Just a reminder, this Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Dan and I are doing a live Zoom call, free for anybody who wants to get on with us, ask a bunch of questions. We're going to unpack some of our, big hits for this year and some things that we've done in terms of lead generation and referrals to kind of get you guys popping with your client magnets. And if you want on that call, just let us know. One of the things we talk a lot about with our business mentorships is just knowing your numbers, knowing your data, getting your scorecard, if you will, together. And here's a couple things that are on our scorecard that all gyms should be highly aware of and should be tracking on a weekly basis and using in their weekly team meetings to guide them through or towards their goals. So one of them is leads, right? How many leads are you getting in from all sources? So whether it's a referral campaign, a Facebook ad, word of mouth, walk-ins, telephone calls, emails, we track all leads and the lead source and what they wound up doing in the gym, whether they came for a gym tour, signed up for a service, or whatever it might be. We track all leads so that we can tell where to focus our marketing. So let's say I did a Facebook ad and I got 100 leads from that ad. I know it was a killer ad. I'm going to try and run similar ads, or I'll keep that same ad going and just double the ad spend. On the same respect, if I run an ad or I do a post and I get 0 leads, we know that's a stinker and we don't need to run that one again. The next one is consults. Out of the trials, how many people are you getting into face-to-face consults? Now, some gyms go right from leads to trial. We like getting people into a gym tour or into a one-on-one consult. And that could even be over the phone, but we prefer to do it in-house if possible. Remember, we're trying to attract real people to a real gym, and I want to get them to come into the gym and see the place and speak to me and meet our team. And once I have them in, I have a much higher ability to sell them. And now, if I get a lot of leads, but I don't convert a lot of consults, then I know that there might be an issue with my follow-up process, right? Are we not following up with them timely enough? Are we not giving them enough information up front? Did I make somebody wait 2 or 3 days before we responded? Little things like that. So you could check your lead follow-up process and make sure that there's no kinks in the armor there. Our next number is conversions to trials, right? Super important number. Out of all the leads we got, how many people did we convert to trials, right? So a 30-day jumpstart or a 6-week transformation or a detox program, slim down, right? Some front-end offer that's going to be high value at a relatively entry-level price, right? So for most of us, it's our 30-day trial. So like we call it our Varsity House University, and that's our 30-day program. How many people did we convert? Now, if I'm not converting people to our trial, I'm getting leads, I'm getting consults, but I'm not getting trials, I know there's an issue with my sales team and there's an issue with the sales process. Maybe the price points are off, maybe the verbiage and we're not getting the message across is off, and there could be some real issues there. So again, it allows me to kind of hone my focus onto where can we improve, what are some of the missing links and things like that. The next number is trial conversions to memberships. How many people on trial convert to memberships, right? So you want to see a high conversion here, and the general industry standard is going to be around 50%. We try to close at least 60. We've been doing really great with these lately. And our last 2 transformations, another front-end offer that we run, we closed at over 75%. So really fantastic there, and that's something you can play with and look towards. So it's like we tried a couple different things out over the last couple months with how we convert people, how we close people out of either their 30-day jumpstart or how we close them out of a transformation, and that's worked really well by having a private consult at the end of their transformation or 30-day trial. So again, conversions to memberships, crazy. That's probably your most important number, right? How well are you converting people? And then on top of memberships, it's retention rate, right? What's your average retention? How long do people stay in your gym? Somebody becomes a member, is the average retention 1 year, 2 years, 3 years? Ours is 76 months, so 5 years, right? Most of our clients stay for a long time. We're very lucky there. We do a great job. That speaks to your product. Are the coaches great? Are they following up with people? Are they giving them an awesome experience, right? Things like that. Are your classes fun? Is your vibe fun? Is your atmosphere fun? Those are the reasons why people stay. Do you engage your clients? Do you reward your clients? So you could look at your retention rewards programs. You could look at like the atmosphere of your gym. Have you switched up your classes in a while? Like, have you added some fun new training stuff to your classes? Do you bring in some guest speakers? Do you bring in guest coaches? Things like that. Stuff that really keeps your clientele engaged, right? And then last but not least is probably your yearly client value. What does the average client in your gym spend? So you take all your clients and average it out. So if you take your top 100 clients, if you have 100, if you got 50, take your top 50, whatever it is. Take your average and average that out into an average spend, right? So you know exactly how much each client spends. That's going to give you a really detailed number. So I know at the end of the year, like if I want to increase revenue by 20%, and let's say you're doing $200K a year, and I want to increase by 20%, that's $40,000, and my yearly client value is $3,000, right? That means I need about 14 clients to cover that number for the end of the year. So it's like, all right, great. I need 1.5 clients, or like 1.2 clients a month to hit that number, right? So I'm going to really focus my marketing efforts and such to get that. We kind of use a rule of 50, right? So 50, 50, 50. If I get 100 leads, I should convert 50 to trials. If I get 50 trials, I should convert 25 to memberships. And if I convert those 25 memberships, out of those 25, at least 80% of those people should stay for 3 to 5 years. That's a real goal of ours. So that's something that you could all look on. Know your numbers. That honestly, it was life-changing to me. We always guessed. I had a pretty good hold on numbers. I've always been good with that, but never had them really locked down. And like, here's a perfect example. 3-4 years ago, if you would have asked me and Dan, like, how many clients did you lose last year? 3, 4, 5 tops, maybe 5 or 6 tops. More like 30, right? And we're like, oh. All right, still very good. When you got 300 clients, right? 30 is excellent, right? So that's a really a low attrition rate, but way off where we thought. So like, you got to think about it. Like if I lost 30 in 1 year and I only gained 30 clients, I went nowhere, right? I went absolutely nowhere. So you have to know your numbers. You have to know, and the numbers don't lie, right? So we all lie to ourselves. That's the problem, right? And your employees are lying to you, and your customers are lying to you. So the only way to really know is the numbers, right? So if your clients are all saying you love it, nobody leaves, but then you look at the numbers and 10 people left already in the first quarter and a half, then who's lying, right? And then So the numbers don't lie. Know your numbers. That's 100%. That's the only thing I do know. And if you want to get on a call with us this Friday, we'll help you out, help you dial in those numbers, get those leads rolling, right? And help you get some clarity. DM me, and I will send you the Zoom link to get on this call. We have 4 spots left as of today. See you, gang.